The CEO of Huawei forecasted a $30 billion revenue hit after the U.S. blacklisted that company. I want to get to Deirdre Bosa this morning in Shenzhen, China. She has a CNBC exclusive interview. It is a huge one with the Huawei founder and CEO himself. Deirdre, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, Joe and Becky. You know, Ren really downplayed the effect of that $30 billion hit projected for revenue this year. He said that it wasn't a big deal, and he also said that their 180,000 employees would understand and that they would make it back and they'd be stronger than ever in 2 years from now. So I asked him, how would they get there? And would they be relying on American suppliers, the chip makers that have seen their share prices tank on the attacks that the U.S., he calls them attacks that the U.S. had made on Huawei? Here's what he said.
Maybe even more. They can't. For all these years, American suppliers have contributed to Huawei. If we do not buy from them when we can, then that will be a blame on our conscience. But, however, we are not to blame. Now, there is a restriction on us to buy from them. Actually, till today, we're still placing orders to American suppliers. Those suppliers have to ask approval from Washington. If they get approval, we can still buy from them. If they don't get approval, then we have to find other ways.
I'd also asked Mr. Ren if he had spoken to Chinese officials on the impact of the sanctions on his company, Huawei.
I don't know why an American company reports to the U.S. government all the time. We don't need to do that. We just pay the taxes.
The export ban against Huawei is already having an effect on American companies that sell to you. We're seeing it in their forecasts for revenue profits in the year ahead. Are they talking to U.S. officials on Huawei's behalf? Are they trying to lift the export ban or at least win some exemptions?
I think, are they able to actually lift this kind of ban? I don't know. Attacking Huawei is painful for both sides. So it's revenue, jobs here, and so it is also jobs on the American company side. They are a listed company. It's a bigger impact. We are not a lesser company, so we don't need to show them the same kind of responsibility. It's also a benefit of not being listed.
In terms of revenue, guys, though, certainly the bigger impact, the $30 billion impact, is on Huawei. I pressed Mr. Ren on this several times, but he really refused to see it this way. Even the slowdown in smartphone shipments that he spoke about earlier this week, he said that they will emerge from this stronger. So he did strike a defiant tone, guys.
Hey, Deirdre, before you go, President Trump just in the past week talked about using Huawei, or said that Huawei could be part of a trade package. Though, of course, he's also talked about it as a national security threat. Did Ren speak at all about how his company could be part of that trade package, what that would look like?
We certainly did ask him about that. In fact, Andrew, multiple times, and what he kept saying is he doesn't care about the trade war. He says he has more important things to care about, like his company. I said that his company, whether he likes it or not, has been placed in the middle of this trade war. And he said that he doesn't care. He's not even watching or listening to what the leaders are saying. I'm going to bring you this sound in the next hour, but he did say that if President Trump called him, he would pick up the phone and have a conversation with him. So perhaps that is progress. About a month ago, Mr. Ren said that he wouldn't pick up the phone if Trump called. So, he would say a few conflicting things. He said that he didn't want to be part of the trade war. He wanted nothing to do with it, but he would still engage.